Time for a reading session. Moss scrub. Fur-covered crawler with a series of sharp spikes along its back. If not for the spikes, I would think it an appealing bug. Mossmer. Small fluttering creature capable of defending itself with its small stinger. Moss mother. Adult mossmer with fully developed stinger and hardened hide. Skull brute. Soft bugs beneath a huge horned skull. Charges at intruders to protect its territory and its smaller companions. Either its size has made it fearless, or the haunting has removed its sense of self-preservation. Skull scuttler. Small, soft bug that uses the hard skulls of the marrow for protection and disguise. In every land, creatures find new and surprising ways to disguise themselves. One must be wary, always. Achnid. Winged insect that feeds upon moss and lichen in the caves above Bone Bottom. In its natural state, it would avoid potential predators, but Farloom's haunting now compels it to aggression. Fortunately, its jaws are ill-suited for combat. Killick. That's a fun name. Killick, more like kill it. Small bony bug that favors dark tunnels. Can expand its spiked carapace to ward off attack. Oh, fuck! Yeah! I stabbed my toe. Stubbed. Whatever. Fuck. My tootsie. I am fond of simple, effective traps, such as this bug's extendable spikes. An unwary predator would be skewered clean through. Beast fly. Aggressive fly of Farloom's lowlands. Rams prey with its hard-bone mask. Caranid. Common winged bug of the lowlands. Generally docile, but will attack if threats come close. Their plump, round shape makes them well suited for target practice. Difficult to resist testing my aim on them. Me at a cute girl. Mauling. Young, bony bug that can curl its body to form a ball. Hardbone hopper. Grazing creature with sharp senses that nimbly retreats from danger. I loved him so much. Look at the little bone Yoshi. I love hims. Vicious Caranid. Aggressive winged bug of the lowlands. When angered, it rapidly whips its bladed tail as a weapon. Hoker. Hoker, I hardly know her. Spine-shooting drifter of the lowlands. Whatever admiration I had for its fleecy down is spoilt by its disturbing mask and its steely spines. Gromling. Young masked worm that delights in ambushing intruders within its tunnel. Bell beast. Huge, hard-boned bug that lives within and travels through the veins of old bells across Farloom. This one has allied themselves with me, either as thanks for saving or respecting for one judged as equal. Whichever the reason, their fellowship is welcome. Pilgrim groveler. Basic bug of Farloom, laid low upon the ground. Taken by Farloom's haunting, the bug is now capable of little more than prayer and aggression. Pilgrim pouncer. Agile bug of Farloom. Its higher functions have been lost to the haunting. Oopsie. With a softer shell than most, they would have relied on their athleticism to survive. Pilgrim hornfly. Short pilgrim that uses their long horn to launch upon threats. Winged pilgrim. Short-horned bug born with underdeveloped wings. Pilgrim bellbearer. Common bug wielding a set of old bells. The bug will fling the bells at anyone it deems still free. Pilgrim hulk. Sturdy bug lost to the haunting. Rolls at threats with no care for its own discomfort. A rare-built bug within these ailing lands. Most pilgrim shells seem soft by comparison. What nourishment did they discover to grow so large? Winged pilgrim bellbearer. Pilgrim endowed with large wings carrying a brace of iron bells. Pilgrim guide. Old pilgrim carrying a heavy iron bell staff. Overgrown pilgrim. Aged pilgrim overgrown with lichen and moss. The moss looks to grow even inside their stomach, which the pilgrim spits at foes in compressed gobs. A foul form of offense. Flintstone flyer. Aerial worker lost to Farloom's haunting. Bears a pouch full with flintstone which they will fling at intruders. Smelt shoveler. Low-level worker lost to Farloom's haunting. Instinct keeps them at their task, though in much simpler fashion than before. Lava lug. Sticky mollusk that defends itself by spraying burning fluid from growths on its back. Smoke rock sifter. Symbol-bearing worker of the deep docks, pans the halls of Smoke Rock to find traces of more precious minerals. Brushflit. Tiny, timid creature that huddles in flocks and flee at the first hint of danger. Furted. Skittish scrambler of the far fields. Its antennae resembled stalks of grass to aid in camouflage. It has no means to defend itself. Its only hope for survival is to be mistaken for a plant. Scarlid. Small burrowing ant, servant to the larger scar. These bugs work mainly as finders and foragers for the warriors of their tribe. Combat has not long been their nature. Fourth chorus, towering iron automaton, driven by rotor and cog. A terrifying achievement of Farloom, to build a construct so large and yet so nimble. Flapping furted, docile bug whose wings mimic the grasses of the far fields, a common snack for larger predators. Scarwing, darting predator that clings fast to roofs and outcrops, often summoned to aid its larger companions. They would make effective hunting companions, though even without the haunting, I suspect their loyalty would always remain to their clan. Scar Scout, young ant hunter wielding sickles carved from teeth, will often call for aid if danger comes close. Despite their youth, they are impressive opponents. It seems likely their tribe were trained for combat from birth. Scar Stalker, skilled ant hunter bearing blade and armor fashioned from bone. Fierce, strong, and disciplined. Yet these qualities do not protect them from the haunting. Is such a fate inevitable in these lands? Fluttermite, airborne pest, less common than its grounded siblings, attacks with sharp fangs if agitated. Scarguard, huge ant hunter tasked to protect the stores and passages of its tribe. Spear Scar, winged ant hunter that strikes from the air with its bone lance. Dredge Catcher, bug charred to catch dregs of silk that will fall from the citadel. Will attack with its staff if provoked. Silk Snipper, scissor-wielding bug charged to cut and spool fallen dredges of silk for return to the citadel above. Threadraker, tall bug charged to pile silk dredges in preparation for respooling. Their sharp rake now doubles equally well as a stabbing weapon. Lace, manic fencer who delights in battle. See, I was right, we do get to fight her again. Her fight was way too, simple and good to be a one-off. Craw, screeching scavenger that roosts high in caverns and preys on passing pilgrims.